Well, I look back really fondly at my time at the Herald, and the Herald is the reason why I think I did well in college, because I had a reason to be there. It wasn't just getting an education, it was working towards something that was bigger than me.
I was the kind of kid who formed a little neighborhood newspaper growing up, and so that kind of was in my blood. And when I realized there were such opportunities at the university, and when I realized that I could be part of something and then eventually lead an effort to put together a book that would, totally paint a slice of life of what that year was like at Western Kentucky University, I was just really excited that I could contribute and get to experience something like that.
During my tenure at Western, which spanned many years, I worked on the Herald and the Talisman. I was a photographer for the Herald, and I also started the first website for the Herald.
I think what drew me to working for student publications was just the involvement that everybody had. It was a very hands-on experience, and it was very tactile. I saw a lot of the PJ majors roaming the campus. I mean, it just seemed like a blast. I just wanted to be involved in that.
I had no idea really what I was getting into. I just imagined, it'd be a couple extra bucks I could earn on the side. But all of a sudden I was elevated into this group with students that had all of these ideas and all of these dreams and had these goals.
Working for the newspaper and then learning to be a photojournalist in class are related, but I think the practical experience of working on the Herald is really, it makes a difference, because as soon as you go out and do your first internship, you kind of know what to expect. You're learning, more about deadlines and what's expected of you, and not just how the photo department or how photography works, but how a photo department works within the context of an entire newspaper.
It's funny that not a day goes by where I don't draw upon my experience at Western Kentucky and also as a photojournalist. Those skills that I learned there, I draw on every day.
I think working for the Talisman and the Herald and student publications in general, it just gave me a structure to push myself inside of. And at the end of the day, it was, up to me to do something with that opportunity.
That hands-on, student-led, student-run effort of creating a publication for the university is just really second to none. I mean, it's a real-world experience. We had real-world deadlines. We ran the show. Of course, there are advisors, but make no mistake, I mean, it's a student-run effort, and you're accountable, you're responsible, and everything we do today in our offices really reflects back on some of the basic skills that I learned not only in my coursework, but then really put to use at the yearbook.
I was only 20 and 21 when I was editor-in-chief, but here I am leading people who are older than me, who are the same age as me, who are younger than me, and that in itself comes with a lot of challenges. And those aren't lessons I could have necessarily gotten out of the classroom. I had to do it. I had to deal with hard situations being a manager and a leader, and it was tough, but it made me more mature and ultimately not just a better journalist, but I think a better communicator.
I think probably one of the greatest lessons I learned at Western is the skills that I was taught are transferable to so many other things. I often speak of this to my students and said, what you're doing today might not be what you're doing tomorrow, and I find that exciting. I wouldn't want to be the same person I was 5 or 10 years ago. I hope I'm different, if not better. And I think the skills that are taught at Western help you develop that sense of breadth of ability.
The bonds, the friendship, what you create together, really it's a group of kids, 17, 18, 19-year-olds, creating these award-winning publications. So had that not been part of my college, I would have had a very different college experience. It's really the driving force that shaped my college experience.
It gave me a reason to want to do well, because it wasn't just about me. And when you're 18 and you learn that it's not just about you, that's a big deal.
It's really interesting, the things you think you're learning and then the things that you don't pick up till much later. I think probably the best knowledge takes a bit of time to ferment and really, bear that fruit.
The staff and other students at student publications, they are the biggest cheerleaders in your life. It just means so much to have people like that who've got your back.
You know, Western keeps it real. It's gritty. Western's tenacious, and I think it's more than a brand, and I think that's really valuable.
I hope I left the Herald a little better than when I was there, and I hope that every person who walks through those doors feels the same way. I hope that they feel like they're leaving their piece to a bigger legacy, that they're, you know, upholding all the tenets of journalism, and also just having a good time informing their own family and realizing that they're a part of this super huge family that is in every newsroom across the country, that is in, you know, corporate offices and this whole thing. It's just, what I hope that students get is that this is so much bigger than you. It's a big deal, and that you're really lucky to be a part of it, and that you're gonna have some of the worst nights of your life when you're trying to meet deadline and you have a paper due, but you're gonna have some of the best nights of your life too.